All right, guys, I'm gonna attempt to replace my old, crusty, rusty, beat up, cracked, torn up awning. I ordered a new one off Amazon, $120, way cheaper than I expected. You can see it's got these, like, whatever you want to call them, the plastic cords that are in there. And then it's just gonna be a matter of like taking this one off and sliding in there, sliding in here. Now with my awning system, we have to change the direction of how this thing rolls, whether it rolls in or rolls out. Right now it's so it can roll up, I should say, up or down. So I gotta flip that. So this almost looks like it's riveted in. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, here we go. We have some screws here. So I'll be doing this on the other end, but I just want to show you guys up close and then, you know, the back side, the farther away overview of the job. I saw in another video a suggestion, because of course we have our awnings and then we have this, I guess, is it a valance? Is that what they're called? Now this one on this old awning seems to be different. It seems to be two separate pieces. That one seems to be slid in there, and then this. But with the newer ones, what I got from Amazon, which I'm totally okay with for $120 or whatever I paid for this thing, is it looks like we have, you know, it's all attached to one. So they had on theirs like an A, they marked it with a Sharpie, like A for this, so you know you're putting it back together exactly the same, and then a V. I'm gonna put an A so I can put it right back in the same rung. I don't know if it matters or not. And then from there, because this one, I'm gonna want it over the top, not underneath. Or like I said, this is a separate piece here altogether on this old one. So I'm not gonna mark the second one. I'll just be able to figure that out. If I go A and I put my main awning piece, you know, right there, and I should be able to wrap it, flip it over, and then get it in, whether it be this groove here or the next one down there. Hopefully that makes sense to you. This seems straightforward. And you see I kind of pulled my camper up so that I'm in the yard. I'm trying to do this the easiest way I can. I have a little bit of an elevation with this driveway, so it's making me be able to get there very easily. I also want to show you real quick the insides. You see that once I uncapped it, it's got that I don't know what you want to call that rod in the middle. And inside there, I don't even think that one was attached. It seemed like it was just laying down. It might have fallen after I unscrewed it, but I wonder if this thing would actually, if I get it back together right, like it works. We unroll it and we roll it back up. But I wonder if, you know, if that's the tension spring type of thing, if I'll get this to work even better if I put it back together correctly or not. I don't know. There's that. That was easy. Don't know how easy that's going to come on the top. That's really the one that I'm kind of questioning at the moment. You know, it'll come real easy if I just tear it off, won't it? I was hoping to find some kind of cheat code and avoid this, but here's the main like mounting bracket to the awning pieces. So I'm gonna have to loosen those two, peel that back or take it off altogether. Probably taking it off is easier. And it's not a big deal with this torn up old one, but I definitely don't want to ruin the brand new one, brand new awning. Okay, that awning came off incredibly easy. One person by myself. Will the new one go on as easy? Let's find out. So at this very moment, my thought process is put the upper all the way on and then do the roll bar. But my old one coming off, even though the reverse of that, worked just fine, it ripped halfway down it and it was all worn out. So I've got that up there, got something started. I'm thinking that my best bet is to extend it and then put the roll bar pieces and slide them in just a little bit. And then I'm just gonna have to nice and easy walk my way up on top, down here, back and forth. Again, 2 people, probably be done with this in no time. But I think I can do it on my own. You ever done something that's not hard, but you have to be very patient? And so it's kind of like concentrate, but not difficult. For me, that's what sliding this track in, that in there, and this one at the same time, and with this thing kind of next to the house, you see it bunched up. Not hard, but I have to concentrate because you don't want to tear it, and you can't just like pull it with tension or force.
It was my original intent to do a time lapse of this putting the awning on, but it ended up taking just by myself way longer than I thought, and that would have been a really long, boring time lapse. So instead, we'll just drop in a couple times and do some quick little clips of the process.
You guys just missed the most satisfying pull of this whole hour-long journey. On the top there, I've pushed on the back end, and I got up there and I just got it to move forward smoothly for about 1.5 feet. And that was by far the best since this thing started kind of being a pain. And you guys were lying on the ground. Fantastic.
There was no magic trick to this process. It was just pulling a little bit gently, pushing from the other end a little bit gently. Just taking little tiny feeds as much as I can get. I ended up using some needle nose pliers and grabbing onto that cord, and that did help a little. Other than that, it's just exactly what you think it is, feeding it through the line.
Look at that. All right, screwing that piece back on. We should be done. I just want to show you. I've got some of those cords excess, so I'm just going to cut that off real quick. Just I have these wire strip cutters right here. I'm going to try that. I don't know if this will work. We'll see. These projects are 10 times harder solo. This would be, if I was doing this with another person, this video would be about how easy it is. Uno, my screw. Why not? Okay, I'm not gonna set this up right now, but we are going camping, so it'll get set up tonight, but it's out. I'll let you see me roll it up here in a second. And one person replaced their awning on their classic Coachman camper on an older one. The new ones are probably similar. I've seen them with LED lights. This one doesn't have it. Way cheaper than I expected it to be, 120 bucks from Amazon. I'm gonna say easier, although it didn't feel easy by myself. Probably an 1.5 to 2 hour job. My biggest advice, get a second person. Have your wife help, or your husband. Hire a kid in the neighborhood for 10 bucks. You get a second person. This is probably a 30-minute job. But as you see, I was able to get it by myself. Not too bad. So there you go.